Hello everybody, it's MrMenziah here and welcome back to another video. My apologies that I have been gone for a few days, I have been ill, and now I am back with you with another video review, and this review is going to be of Warframe The Sacrifice. So without further ado, let's sit back, relax and enjoy the review, and let's see what I've got to say about it. Well, what does The Sacrifice bring to the table? A new story, new lore, new characters, a new warframe, and a new weapon. Let's talk about the story first. I would definitely say this is a very good story when it comes down to the presentation, the voice acting, and the world building. This is definitely one of the best ones out of the three main quests that we've had so far. When it comes out of the three quests, I would say number one is Second Dream, then The Sacrifice, then The War Within. The reason I say this is because I think the story here is very good when it comes down to the character development and how it tries to add new lore into warframes and such. It really goes in depth when it comes down to that in particular as well. There is a lot of world building and lore when it comes down to warframes, and I think it is such a very good way and how it's all tied into the story. No spoilers of course, but I would definitely say it gives more explanation than the Second Dream did in my opinion, and it really makes you think, wow, I wasn't expecting to hear that about the warframes, but it also brings a lot more to the universe of Warframe. And now let's get on to the voice acting. With this quest in particular, I do think this has the best voice acting when it comes out of the three main quests for Warframe. Yes, I had my gripes with Second Dream and The War Within, but this time round I think it is definitely given justice in this quest line. The reason I say this is because when you go and play this quest for the first time, you can definitely hear the improvement, that there's actual soul in the voice delivery with your operator in particular. Other characters though, they're all fine, I might say. Even the main villain, his voice acting is very good, but I'm talking about with your character, it feels very alive here. And now let's get on to characters. First of all, I want to talk about Umbra Excalibur. This character is a very integral part of the story, so I will not spoil a thing. But I got to say, this guy is a fucking badass. He doesn't say a word in the campaign, but I would definitely say he has got a lot of emotion and a lot of story to this warframe. You're actually going to be quite surprised when you get in and play this quest. And also, you'll be able to unlock this character and his katana after you've completed the quest. He is definitely a very good character to play as, and you also get to play as him in the quest itself as well. So he is definitely a good character to play as. In fact, he is pretty much identical to Excalibur, the regular version, but this is more of the newer version of Excalibur Prime. But Excalibur Prime is obviously for veteran players for the Founders Pack. This is like the new version of Excalibur Prime, but it's not as vintage, for example, if that makes any sense. So there's two Excalibur Primes, and this is the new version. So you're probably wondering, is Excalibur Umbra any good? Well, I would definitely say yes. He is definitely a good class. He comes with better stats than the regular Excalibur, and he also comes with Umbral mods. These mods are exclusive to his character. You can also put these on any weapon or frame of your choice, and it will basically change up the way you play the game. Some of these mods increase your armor, your health, the damage your energy based abilities do, and also critical hit chance on melee weapons, and also damage on melee weapons. And also, if you get the sets that are, let's say example for the set of mods for a sword, if you put both of these mods onto one sword, you will get bonus stats because you've put them in a set on one weapon. This was also very good because it also gives your sword extra power when you're going up against enemies in game. But I do have my gripes with this quest. So far I have 3 gripes. One is Lotus's motivation change from other quests. 2, the boss fight glitch. And 3, the lack of explanation of the ending. So let's get into Lotus's character choices contradicting themselves. So basically, let me get into it. In the Natar and in the second dream quest, basically, Hun Hao, Lotus's father, asked Lotus to basically come back and rule beside him. And Lotus basically says no multiple times to his offer. In the sacrifice quest, Ballas, her boyfriend from the past, basically comes out of nowhere and he sets her free from these plugs, and he basically says, "Come away with me." I'm paraphrasing here. And she basically just runs away with him and leaves your operator like, what the fuck just happened? Did I just get dumped or something? But so far, I would definitely say the quest is good. But that is a bit of an issue. And then we have got the boss fight glitch. Right. So, there is a boss fight. And I'm not going to spoil it because this is very integral to the story. But there is a boss fight and there is a glitch for it. When you're in the boss fight in the reservoir, there is a glitch where you can basically go in a part of the room and you could just shoot the boss without the boss even damaging you or attacking you at all. The boss's AI will basically get confused and it will run back and forth in a rotation, and he will just basically take it and you can just sit back and relax and shoot the boss. If you don't do the glitch, then the boss fight is very difficult, I may say. And that's something that I think needs to be addressed, because if there is literally no reason for you not to do the glitch, then you have a problem, because I think it takes away any sort of challenge and tension when it comes down to the boss fight, because you are basically at a disadvantage in the story point, and unfortunately you're basically glitching the game to win the mission. So I think it needs to be addressed, and I do think Digital Extremes have an issue when it comes down to glitches in their stories, or in the game in general, I must say. But when it happens, it's very noticeable and it breaks the immersion for me, so the score has to go down when it comes down to those bugs. And now we've got the ending. So my problem with the ending isn't how it ends. It's more on the lines of it's sequel bait, and it doesn't necessarily explain what happened between the beginning of the quest and the ending. What happened between the beginning and the ending for this to basically happen. And we don't really get an explanation, but we'll probably get an explanation in the new war quest, which I will also do a review on. But it is what it is. I think, yeah, you could have explained it, and I think you sequel baited a little too hard in my opinion. But it doesn't necessarily take away anything from the quest. The quest is very good. There is lots of story building here, and there is also a good batch of voice acting, character development, a good villain, I must say, and overall a new frame, which is also good. So far, I would definitely say my final verdict is an 8 out of 10. It would be a 7, but I think due to the ending, I think there is probably some lore in there, but I would give it an 8. But, I know, I've given all the quests an 8, haven't I? But they're all pretty good, I might say, but they all have their issues. I do think this is the second best quest out of the 3 main story quests so far. I think the second dream is the best one. then it's the sacrifice, then it's the war within. But I do think there is room for improvement. With this quest in particular, I do think it improves so much from the Second Dream and the War Within. And I think that's why it edges it over the War Within, in my opinion. But I think Second Dream has some better features than the Sacrifice, despite having a new Warframe. So, that is my final verdict on the quest. I really enjoyed it. Tell me if you guys enjoyed it too in the comments below. And also, thank you for holding out for this review. I know I've been away for a week, and I've been sick. And also, I've just been playing Warframe as I've been sick, and also getting reacquainted with college. This is going to be my last year. And then obviously next year I'll be going full time on YouTube and having a job, obviously. But, I've just had lots of stuff to do. I haven't really had the energy to upload, so forgive me there. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you drop a like. If you are new to the channel, subscribe, and also hit the notification bell to stay updated on all my latest videos. My name is MrMenziah, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.